What's up YouTube? Handlebar Mike here with another pipe video. I am smoking this beautiful Boswell poker. Absolutely love this this pipe. Look at all the beautiful bird's eye on the bottom there. It is just absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Beautiful smoking pipe. Hand rusticated from the Boswells out of Pennsylvania. And I am smoking, enjoying some Frogmorton on the Bayou. Absolutely love the Frogmorton cellar. Got the Bayou. Absolutely love this blend as well. Again, you're not going to get an in-depth review, but I'll tell you, I like it. It's got that little spiciness from the Perique, which is something I enjoy. That nice little note right there. Well, it's kind of a rainy, stormy day here right now. The rains have stopped, the thunder has stopped, so I figured I'd flip on the camera, squat in the garage, and have a little pipe here. But it got me thinking, you know, as the rain's coming through, it's rehydrating the ground, which is good because it's been super hot here the past week or so, and we can use the rain. And I got some fruit trees on the side of the house that were dying for a drink, it looked like. So as the rains are coming through and rehydrating the soil and the earth, I too have been thinking about rehydrating. I've actually been thinking about rehydrating tobacco. I found some things back in the forgotten land of my tobacco area, and found 3 tins actually of tobacco that could do with a little rehydrating. Now these tins are on the older side. We have, I think the youngest 2 here are 2009. The oldest one is probably 2004, 2003, something like that. And I opened them for some reason, and unlike I do now by putting things in mason jars, I just left them in the tins, and they've become dry, very, very dry. Especially one of them is horribly dry. So I'm thinking about rehydrating, and let me just show you the ones that I have here. I have some Dan Tobacco's Blue Note, which is a big, heavy aromatic. This one I'm actually going to try to smoke without rehydrating first, because it's not that super dry. And I think the reason why is because it is an aromatic. It was cased pretty heavily and whatnot, and it survived okay. It's not super dry. It's not, you know, dead grass dry. But it is definitely on the drier side. So I think I'm going to try to smoke it like it is, but also rehydrate some of it as well and compare the two of them. This stuff smells amazing. If you're an aromatic person, this stuff, it smells so good. And it looks like I've smoked quite a bit out of here too. And I'm not typically an aromatic person. I like Englishes. I like strong tobaccos, that sort of thing. But it looks like back then I worked my way through this tin a little bit. So this one I'm going to try, like I said, smoke without rehydrating it, because it's not too bad. It is a little on the dry side, so it's probably going to burn hot and fast, which is scary. I'll try to pack it a little bit tighter into the bowl to help slow it down a little bit. And then I'm also going to rehydrate it and try it again after it's rehydrated. Now, as far as rehydrating methods go, I've looked at a couple, and you know, I know back in the day we always heard about you know, put an apple slice in, or a potato slice or something like that. And I'm not going to do that just because it has possibility of introducing bacteria and mold growth and stuff like that, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to go with distilled water. There's 2 methods that I'm going to try for the Blue Note and also this Symphony one, McBaron Symphony. This one, again, real dry at this point. Has a nice smell to it, but just this is like dead grass dry in here. So this one, because it is a ready rub, and the Dan Tobacco, the Blue Note is a ribbon cut, I'm going to try with these ones, putting them in a bowl and actually taking a spray bottle with distilled water and spraying the distilled water directly on them, mixing them up until I get the moisture level that I want them to be at, that sort of thing. So it will be a direct application of distilled water onto them. The third tin is a little bit more special, I guess you can say, in my opinion. It is the oldest one, and it is this one right here. It is an Aramore Flake. Again, I don't remember being a big fan of this when I first got it, and it's a pretty damn near full tin. It's probably one of the first flake tobaccos that I ever had. And the cool thing about this is, if you look at the top of the tin there, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but this is a Murray & Sons, Murray Sons and Company Aramore Flake. So Murray Sons and Company was the original blenders of Aramore, thank you, Aramore, as well as the Dunhill line. And they went out of business in '05. And I remember being on the pipe smoking and cigar forums when they went out of business in '05, and the frantic rush to get the Dunhill mixtures, especially the My mixtures and the nightcaps. The hoarding of the nightcap was unbelievable. People just posting pictures of their scores and buying their local tobacconists out, or stories of their local tobacconist having a limit on how many tins you could buy and that sort of thing. I actually have in my little bar area in the house where my tobacco stuff is, I actually have a My Mixture and a nightcap tin lid from the original Murray Sons and Company on the wall there. I smoked through both of those. I don't have any of those left. I didn't find any old dry tins of those. I smoked through those pretty good and pretty quick because I did enjoy those. I remember that. Now we have the ability to get those Dunhill lines again through the Scandinavian Tobacco Company, through the Orlik factory is redoing them, and I'm sure they taste exactly the same. I'm sure Dunhill wouldn't have allowed their name to be put on a blend if it didn't have the same taste to it. But I remember those frantic days. It was funny sitting back and watching it. And, I kind of, I hoard things. I'm definitely a hoarder, but I don't have a ton of disposable income to be able to go out and do that type of thing if something was. Like we have right now, even some people with the FDA regulations coming down, people trying to hoard some stuff and trying to, hopefully prepare in their minds for a doomsday scenario when it comes to the FDA, which I'm hoping we don't have. I'm hoping we are able to have cooler heads overcome. And I'm not going to get into the whole FDA thing, but this tin right here is, like I said, one of those original tins from Murray Sons and Company. We can get this again. Scandinavian Tobacco Company is doing this. And it is a flake. I believe it's a Virginia Burley flake. And it does have fruit topping and a floral topping. And this flake is just insanely dry. So flakes usually, you look at a nice, beautiful, moist flake, and it's like beef jerky, right? This is more like dead wood. It's like old, dead, dry wood. It is just super, super dry. So with this one, instead of directing a spray bottle of distilled water directly on it and stirring it, and because I don't want to break the flake up any more than it is already, I'm going to take that one and put it in a bowl and then soak like a tea towel in the distilled water, put that over the top, and then wrap the whole thing with saran wrap and let it sit for a day or so, or a couple of days, and then check the moisture levels that way, and re-wet the towel as needed, and so forth and so on, to make sure the towel doesn't actually touch the tobacco and it's not dripping or any of that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be a little bit more slow, I think, with rehydrating that Aramore flake, because I don't want it to be more broken up than it is right now. Again, I don't have fond memories of any of these, but I figured, why not? I might as well try it. Maybe 10, 11 years, 12 years on it, maybe they taste a little bit better. But as the rains are coming down here in Georgia, rehydrating the soil and the earth, so do I think about rehydrating these old tobaccos and see how it goes. I've learned my lesson. I do jar everything nowadays instead of just allowing the tins to be open and that sort of thing. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys, actually, is I found something else that you might find interesting, and I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in a giveaway of this. And hold on a second, let me relight and then I'll show you. It's the only thing I don't like doing about the only thing I don't like about doing these videos is I forget to enjoy the pipe sometimes. This is a beautiful blend. I got to get the rest of the Frog Morton blends and try them as well, because I love the Cellar, and so far this Bayou one is really good. All right, I guess I made you guys wait enough. I found these two Tupperwares back again in the dark depths of the tobacco area. And what is inside these is actually a sampler, if you can believe that I got. Remember, these are all about 10 years old or more. So let's say, yeah, about 10 years old or so, or more. Tobacco company had a survey. You went online, you filled out a survey, and they sent you samples, okay? And when I mean samples, they're all 1.5 ounce pouches, and they're all primarily drugstore aromatics, okay? So we'll open these up and I'll show you what I mean, but I have so much of this stuff, and the entire line of the Tobacco Galleria, basically I have that entire line here, and again, these are 10 years old, something like that. So we have all of these, Fox and Hound, and Nightcap, another Nightcap. I always wondered about this one. I always wondered if there was any kind of legal issue between the Dunhill mixture and this one being called Nightcap. Obviously, this one is a aromatic, an alcohol cordial topping aromatic, opposed to an incredibly tasty and strong English. All right, but I have a bunch of this stuff. I got rum and maple. I got, just an insane amount of this stuff. So like I said, pretty much the whole line of the Tobacco Galleria. I also have a bunch of the, not a bunch, but a couple of these 3-star cordials. I have, this one's butternut rum. I have a vanilla one in here. I have a Dutch Masters whiskey that came in this. I have Black China whiskey. It's just an amazing thing, amazing amount of this tobacco that I have. 3 stars, blue and green. These were, again, it was a tobacco company that got closed and bought. It's the Altratus tobacco company, and I believe at the time I was a big hookah smoker as well, and they were trying to develop some hookah tobaccos, and that was, I think, part of this whole thing. And they just sent me, it was like you filled out the survey and you hope something happened, and then I don't know, 2-3 months later I had this box with all of this in it, and they're mostly all aromatics, and like I said, they're drugstore blends, if you want to think of it that way. They're all 1.5 ounces. I did open a couple. I did pull a couple of the tapes here and open a couple of them just to see moisture content, and all of the ones that I did open, I didn't open too many of them, but all the ones that I did open seem to be very moist still, which I think has to do with the fact that they've been they're jammed into these Tupperware containers, as well as the fact that they are those aromatics that are heavily cased and that sort of thing. Would you guys be interested in these as part of a giveaway? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if that would be something that you guys might be interested in if I decide to do a giveaway. Now I want to wait for some more subscribers to come in. Maybe I'll wait, I'd say 100, but maybe less than that. Maybe we'll do these at maybe 70, and then we'll do something else at 100 or something like that. But let me know down below. Would you be interested in trying these? Would you be interested in being part of that giveaway, that sort of thing? And I don't know the details of them. I'm just trying to think of things, because I found these and I wanted to maybe share them. They're, like I said, 10 years old at least. I'm probably not going to try them because they're the aromatics that that I don't want to try, because I know I'm not going to like them. I'm not going to enjoy them. And instead of opening them up and hating each one, I'd rather pass them along to somebody that might be an aromatic smoker and might enjoy them, or want to experiment with 10-year-old aromatics. They might be better because they're older, you know. Maybe the toppings have kind of mellowed a little bit. Maybe the tobaccos have matured more, so they're actually better. You know, they're primarily, I believe there's a lot of burley blend in there, which is a lot of that drugstore type of aromatic. So, you know, let me know down below if it's something you guys would be interested in. And I think with that, I've rambled on enough. I appreciate you guys spending time with me. And remember, get out there, pack a bowl, burn it down, relax, and enjoy. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time.